How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom Train. It's me, JJ, Double J, the Illuminator here, the sweet one. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. I was talking with my boss recently, and he was telling me he grew up in a section of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, known as the Badlands. Now, I personally had never heard of the area, but I guess a lot of people have. It's a section of north to northeast Philadelphia that is known for many years as being a kind of like a bad section of town. A lot of drug dealers and drug use and kind of a lower class, lower middle class type people. And if you're from the Badlands, I apologize if this is making it sound worse than it is. But the way he explains it, it was a real horrible thing for him to grow up in this area. But even worse than that, he was telling stories, making us laugh. He was telling stories about his mother especially. He grew up with a tough mother. And he said she was a big fat woman, no teeth, and she'd swear at them all the time. And all the family ever did was get into fights all the time. I'm not even talking about arguments. I'm talking about fights. Like, he would say, like, him and his family, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, parents, they get into these brawls that would be out on the street. He said it was just unbelievable how much physical fighting his family did. He and his siblings, he had a brother and two sisters, they all ended up moving out of the house to move on their own before they were 18 years old. His mother would she smoked like a chimney, he said. She would take the ash, you probably remember, they don't have these as much anymore, but those big glass ashtrays, big heavy-duty glass ashtrays. They were around everywhere back in the day, especially in the 70s, 80s. She would take her ashtray and she would fling it at her kids. And he said, you had to be ready to duck. He said, it hit my sister in the head once. Cracked her side of her head right open. I mean, this woman was a tough woman. She used to, excuse my language, but she used to go around telling her kids, because she didn't have any teeth, she would go around telling her kids, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. He tells the stories now laughing and everything, but it sounds like a really terrible kind of way to grow up. But I don't know. I didn't have to worry about things like that. My family is relatively small. Growing up an only child is it's a different type of a situation. But I don't know. Was your family anything like this, or have any funny stories? Put them down below. Hope you're doing okay. I hope you're safe. I love you all. Take care. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.
Please, sir, I want some more.
I'm a woman.